It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Second and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And the 49ers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
21. 11.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Purdy now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
A quick throw completed by Purdy. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be fourth down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Jackson. Flowers, 38 yards. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them. And I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 38. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
It's 4th down.
Yeah.
Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Play action. Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Jackson now off the bootleg. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Jackson will keep it. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the 1st down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
13.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Luke now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Ravens 14, 49ers 6. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say
they're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He finds Bateman over the middle. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They go play action with Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Raven first down.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Uno. Get set. 18, watch out.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 30 now to throw off the play action. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
18, watch out. Here we go. Here we go.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Outside. Go. 18, watch out. Yellow.
Back to throw, Purdy. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
18, hot.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and that will keep the lead at 8.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jake Moody to kick off for the
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Jackson now. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll get this just to the 47, one-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
First down, Baltimore.
They go play action now. Jackson. And we'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now Lamar changing the look.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Brings up second down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman, 30 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. On his loop for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Ravens 21, 49ers 6. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 50 yards. And the Niners are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jake Moody to kick off for the
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw again is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now Lamar changing the play. From the gun, Jackson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
But it brings up 4th down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up.
They'll look to throw. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
49ers 13. Tyler Luke.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Here's 1st down.
That's another 49er.
Throwing, Purdy. Called in left side here by Jennings. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. He's into the secondary. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Purdy to throw. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
49ers 21.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Ravens 35, 49ers 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late.
Boy, it's a picture-perfect afternoon here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The roof is open, and it is time for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. 2 NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. A pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Prescott from the gun. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Miles Sanders from a yard out. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Out of the gun, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And some room to maneuver. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run it again with Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Cowboys 14, 49ers 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Play action. Now Purdy. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. second down at the 2-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Purdy now to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Moody for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
34-yard line.
Here go 46.
Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, held in by Pickens. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
14.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pushes past him. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First down.
Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Now Purdy. Completes it to Jennings. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown,
Juwan Jennings from 19 yards away. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. An extra point try now for Moody. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Niners 21, Cowboys 17. Jake Moody to kick off.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On play action, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
A loss of a yard.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. 20! Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Shoves him aside. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, there's 2 that you just mentioned. And he will take it in for the Cowboys score. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
49ers 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds. Stop the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First down, 49ers.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Mozzie Smith, he's the one who got in there and made that play defensively. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
18, watch out.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. They find some open field here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. One incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Ball comes out of the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.